Paragon Space Development Corporation was started essentially as an offshoot of the Biosphere 2 project, which was the largest and first artificial biosphere ever made. And the idea behind Paragon was to bring together aerospace engineering and life sciences to develop life support and thermal control systems for extreme environments. We've had experiments on the Mir space station and the International Space Station, breeding animals through a complete life cycle in space. And now we're developing parts of the Orion spacecraft, which will replace the space shuttle, especially looking at the heat rejection systems for Orion. And we're also part of the design and build team for the spacesuits that astronauts inside Orion will wear on their way to the Moon or Mars. Tucson has had a very strong history, really ever since the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo days. The Lunar and Planetary Lab was established to support the Apollo missions and some of the robotic missions going to the Moon, and has really thrived ever since, most recently obviously supporting the Phoenix mission to Mars, which was easily now considered one of the most successful planetary missions ever, especially given the way it was operated in a very novel way. The University of Arizona was the first university to ever run a planetary mission from a university. For the first time in 30 years, America's setting out to build a new spacecraft. So we're really starting a new era in aerospace with the Orion spacecraft and the launch vehicles that will send it to the Moon and Mars. And so one of the goals that Paragon has had for a long time is to bring that program to Tucson in southern Arizona. Having a human spaceflight program as part of our community, I think, is a very important addition to the kind of work we do here. For a town Tucson size, it has a very strong base of high-tech employee pool. The University of Arizona, Raytheon, other small companies working in this area have created a great pool, not only of employees, but contractors that we draw on a pretty regular basis. So one of the reasons we were able to stay in Tucson and grow is that Tucson was able to really provide the kinds of services and employee pool that we needed.